In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. I just want to start off by saying that I know the score of the Liverpool game. I know Liverpool won. And I think by the sound of something I heard on the radio that Tottenham probably won earlier today, but don't know the scores, so I've disabled the chat and I'm going to bring up my Premier League in a moment. To be honest with you, what do I want? I want the highly owned Premier League players not to have done anything. So I'm talking about Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, particularly Timo Werner, just to name a few. Really, I don't want them to do anything. So yeah, I'm just going to open up okay. I'm going to switch to the point screen. 32. Justin. Oh, hello, Curio. I'm not looking at chat. I thought I disabled it. I don't even know why it's come up, but okay. Flip now. Whoa, okay. What is going on? Five goals. Southampton. What? Son got 4 goals. Oh. What? Ah, Danny Ings got 2. Kane got 4 assists. Oh my god, Boone is going to be absolutely leery as hell right now. Southampton are a mess. What happened there? Was there a red card in that game? No? No red cards? Lamella got an assist. Walker Peters got... Wow. Kane, but wait, what? Son got 4 goals, but Kane got the bonus points. What? How does that work? Okay. Newcastle. Brighton. Newcastle lost 3-0 to Brighton. Mupai. Connolly. Newcastle didn't even score a goal. Like, Callum Wilson. Was he playing? Was Callum Wilson playing? I don't even see him on the bonus points. What? Oh my god. That's a shock. That's a shock. Mupai, Connolly, no one knows. I mean, Lamptey got an assist. Lamptey seriously is a player that I think if you're on a wild card now could be coming into a lot of people's teams. Lamptey's quality. Basuma got a red card. I've got Alzate. I'm glad it wasn't Alzate. Basuma got a red card. Oh, Liverpool beat Chelsea. Let me guess. Who got the points in this one then? Mane with 2 goals. Firmino with an assist. Where's Salah? Where's Salah's name? He's not even on the bonus points. Did Salah play? Like, Mane, Alice, penalty save. Penalties missed. Oh. Jorginho with a missed penalty. Alisson bonus 2, Van Dijk bonus 1, and Alexander-Arnold bonus 1. What? And a red card. Christensen. Wonder when that happened. I heard that Liverpool beat Chelsea 2-0. Mane. Salah game week 1, Mane game week 2. Wow, so Steve-O did have Mane, didn't he? Oh, he had Trent as well, clean sheet. Nice. So at the moment, Leicester and Burnley are playing. And what? They've let in 2 to Burnley. James Justin got a goal. Yes, get in. Castagna with 2 assists. Oh. I was looking at him. 5.5. I thought I'd save $1 million with James Justin though. Harvey Barnes. Where's Jamie Vardy? Is he? No Jamie Vardy involvements. Peter's own goal. I wonder anyone's got Peters in their team? Wood and Dunn. Wow, and that game's still playing, right? I think. And the 2 games on Monday. Okay, let's open the chat up. Alright, opening up the chat. There we go. The live chat is open now. Guys, the live chat is open. Feel free to chat. What can I say? What can I say? That Spurs result, that's got to be a red arrow for me, right? All those people that kept hold of Son and Kane didn't eject them out after game week 1. There's going to be some killer scores today. Alright, I'm looking at chat. Phil Boona says that Lamptey's came off at 57 minutes. What? Really? Injured? Spurs had 1 shot in the first half. 78 points so far with Martinez and Egan. What? Oh, that's not good. Right, so the chat's not loading up on the let's see if I can. What can I say, guys? Just blown away by that Spurs result. Really, that's and what minute did Chelsea have Christensen sent off? Was that the turning point in the game? I don't know why, but I think I broke the bot. So I'm going to switch over to the other one in a minute if that doesn't start working. Alright, I can read guys out. Right, so we've got Pratt at 5.5. Leicester is 4-2 now. Who scored? Harvey Barnes, Peter's own goal. Justin and Pratt with a Harvey Barnes assist. Wow. Okay. Sivo will be happy. Let me quickly just swap over the chat bot, guys. 2 moments. We'll get some callers on in a moment as well. I'm not going to intend for this to be a long stream, to be honest with you, because I'm pretty tired. I'm not going to lie. Wow. So looking at my team then. My back line have just been pants. I mean, Justin saved it, really. Mitchell and Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters got the same points as Dallas Digne and Pickford combined. That's crazy, man. Danny Nicol, thank you so much. Let's quickly drag this widget in, because looks like I broke my chat bot by disabling chat. I don't think I'll ever do that again. It just breaks it, so just give me a second. Right, let's do that. Let's do that. And 3, 2, 1. Hopefully, all the chat messages will come up. Started off so well, but then it went to crap. Says it's raw. Lamptey's injured. Someone has 89 points from 5 in the top 10k. Son and Kane, Mitrovic, Calvert-Lewin and Zaha. That's nice. Hello, Paulie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, first of all, foremost, I must have to say to Boona, let's get Boona's team, because I'm actually not sure if he... I can't remember if Boona took out Son. Genuinely. No! What is happening here, man? Richarlison, Barnes, oh my god. Oh my life, what a score. What a score. 22 points from Son. So Werner got 2 points. That's, I suppose that's good. That's good. I think I'm gonna need like 40 points from my 3 City players tomorrow night. Oh my god, what's going on in the Invitational League? $61 points. Ronald O'Hen. Wow. FPL Paulie's on... Oh no, FPL Bears, 59 points. That's... Tierney obviously didn't play. He's got Taylor coming on for him. He's had most of his players play. I'm not too worried about him then. Peter... Scullion, triple captained. Aubameyang. Oh dear. Vardy. He is playing. He is playing. He didn't get injured or anything, no. 88 minutes played, he's not involved in any of the 4 goals. That's ridiculous. Wow. Lascelles, oh my god, 0. Lamptey, yeah, injured. Paulie's at the top, 60 points for Paulie. Werner, Maximin red is yellow flagged. 32 minutes. Oh wow. Okay. Lewis got 0. Of course, I had him in my pre-wild card. I probably would have played him that game. Okay. I'm not too worried. Not too worried so far. To the people above me in the Invitational League, I'm not too concerned so far. It's all on City, isn't it? It's obvious, but it's all on City. If City turn up tomorrow night against Wolves, and I'm sure lots of people were like, nah. Don't get them against Wolves. Don't, you know what I mean? They haven't hardly trained together. The thing is, I think Pep's going to go all out. So I'm on 32 points. What should we say? Conservatives. Do you reckon I can get... Do you guys reckon in chat? Do you reckon I can get 30 points from KDB, Sterling Captain, Jesus and Podence? Do you reckon I can get 30 points? Because I think I need 30 points. I need to hit that 60 mark minimum to keep up with a lot of the big boys. Is Thiago a good shout? Not for me. Absolutely, you won't get 30 points. No chance. 0-0 is all predicted. Definitely possible, says Boona. You might do. Wait, wasn't you guys telling me I should have had Martial in for Jesus yesterday? I'm pretty sure people were saying I should have gone for Martial. $27 points from them. Wolves could surprise City, yeah. Oh yeah, and Watkins, yeah. Watkins I've got as well. Watkins will be the hero for me. So, I've actually got 5 players playing tomorrow. 6 if you think my captains. I've got 6 players technically on others because of the Aubameyang captaincy that they've played already. That's going to be interesting. I should have gone for Ferran Torres. I don't know. I don't know about him. I've gone for more nailed players. I think Jesus is pretty much nailed until Aguero's back. De Bruyne and Sterling are going to start every game for me. Watkins has a hat trick. I'm going to go mental. No Liverpool. Does no Liverpool scare me? Well, I was thinking of going Aubameyang to Salah, but now I think I still will do that. No Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool haven't exactly set the Premier League on fire in terms of FPL assets, have they? I mean, Salah got the hat trick, but then he's blanked, and Mane blanked, and now he's got 2 goals. I mean, I think the points are coming from elsewhere. Look at what Everton are doing at the moment. Calvert-Lewin got a hat trick. Rodriguez is popular as well to be brought in. I don't know, to be honest with you. You just said that Jesus is until Aguero's back. I think he's pretty much nailed. Do you not think that, Bruno? Vince? Phil Foden is the only one for City this season, says Mohammed in chat. Is Podence nailed? No, he's not. Salah goes big versus Arsenal. Yeah, I probably will bring in Salah for Aubameyang anyway. That was my plan. I'm going to stick with my plan anyway. Bamford could get a goal every game the way Leeds play. Yeah, he could do. It's 5.6 now, isn't he? De Bruyne will get me the most points, says Lewis Buntrock. Let me quickly have a look because I just want to quickly check something. We'll get a caller on in a second, but I'm pretty sure that I had Son. I have Son in my Fantrax team. Lol. Well, my Fantrax score's good. Feels good, man. Right, let's get a caller on. Talking about Fantrax, got Anarag in the waiting room. How you doing, Anarag?
So.
You alright?
Mm-hmm.
My FPL team's had pretty much nothing happen today, but my Fantrax team has.
Yeah, you're almost at 200 points.
I'm almost at 200 points. So it's head to head, is it?
Yeah, you're on 194.75.
That's crazy because Allison saved a penalty as well.
Yeah, 22.
So, but this is head to head format only. There isn't a league table, is there?
Yeah, standings.
There is standings. And where am I in the standings?
It's not updated. You're 6th right now. It's not updated.
6th, right?
You're
Okay.
You're probably gonna go top 4 because of your F point.
That's crazy, man.
You have
Crazy.
200.
My goalkeeper Allison saves a penalty. I had Son, got 4 goals. Mitrovic scored.
Barnes, Pereira.
It's like Barnes as well is in there. This is crazy. It's like the perfect game week for my team, really. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, how you doing, Anarag? You alright?
Yeah, pretty good. I have saw.
Did you see the Tottenham game?
I watched the highlights.
What was going on there then? What happened? What?
From what I heard in the live chat, Spurs basically became prime Barcelona in the second half.
What?
That's how they scored. They scored all their goals.
The second half?
Yeah, because they were not that great in the first half. From what I was reading in the live chat.
What? So, what was the score at half time? 0-0.
No, I think it was. I don't remember. I think it was 1-0 to. I think Spurs were down or something. Somebody can. I'll tell you. But I think they were down 1-0. It was a 1-2 score, something like that, and then they scored the rest of their goals second half.
What? So it sounds like Southampton kind of just like collapsed or something then, because Spurs came out a completely different team in the second half. One of the two. Have you got your team? Have you got your team posted in the screenshots channel?
Yeah, I posted it. It's.
I wanted to swear on the stream when I saw that Spurs score. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
5 goals, 4 from Son, 3 assists. And
I mean, did you have? You had Son in your team. Oh,
24 points.
Oh, well done to you, dude. Were you tempted to getting rid of him?
Nah, not for this week. I had plans to, but now I have to change my plans up for game week 3.
What's your plans of Havertz? What happened in that game? What happened in the Liverpool Chelsea game? Because obviously Werner 2, Havertz 1. Was there any?
Christensen got sent off right before halftime.
Yeah.
And then
that changed the game.
Tomori came in for Havertz at halftime.
Right. Okay. So Mane scored 2 goals in that game. Was there any? How did Alexander-Arnold play in that game?
Pretty. I mean, I didn't. Actually, okay, no. Yeah, that game. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, he played decent, not that great, but I would say he had it once.
Worth 7.5 million.
He's not showing it right now, but he got his clean sheet.
Lascelles over 0 points. I mean, any transfers planned for game week 3? What are you gonna do? You gonna bank it or are you gonna trade?
KDB.
Bamiyang's KDB. Cool.
Austin.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Just a one transfer then. Yep.
Currently, I had a huge plan before, but Son scoring huge, and then Man United. I had a plan of potentially getting Rashford, KDB, and Sterling in for Son, Salah, Aubameyang. But now with Son and Man United going bad.
Yeah, just avoid for the moment. Yeah. Cheers, Anarag, man. I'm gonna get through a few other calls.
Is Man United a wait and see right now? You would think.
Huh?
You would think Man United is a wait and see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Don't go near United at the moment. I certainly wouldn't be taking any point hits as well involving bringing in any of their players. I mean, it's the first game of the season, but they didn't look convincing at all for me, and there's alarm bells ringing for me. Alarm bells. But then again, I was saying all that about Spurs game week 1, and then look what happened. So I don't know, man. Football's a funny old game, isn't it? Anarag, thanks for coming on, man.
Yep, thanks.
Cheers, dude.
Yeah.
Let's bring on Sean C. I know he's been waiting a while. Sean, how you doing, man? Just unmute yourself. Sean's come on with a triple Liverpool defence. You've got to be over the moon with your back 3 for Liverpool. I didn't watch the Liverpool game, obviously, but from what I've heard, the game changed after Christensen got sent off.
Yeah, well, Chelsea started slow and then grew into the game, but what the red card was the long ball over the top from Jordan Henderson, and Mane ran in behind. And as Mane's running in behind, Christensen just decides to rugby tackle him. So
last man denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so straight red. It was given originally as a yellow because Kepa was coming out to try and clear it, but
Yeah.
VAR then overturned it to a red.
Well, VAR got involved.
Yeah,
So did
yeah,
the referee look at it on the
yeah. The
monitor?
referee went to the screen.
They're doing that more often now, Sean, aren't they? They're looking at screens more often. Do you like that?
I do, yes. I think
Yeah.
the referee, because the referee can understand the situation more.
I think the players like it more as well. Like it's always when the decision's being made electronically over the airwaves on behalf of the referee, it kind of takes that like the meaning for the referee out of the window. Whereas if the referee goes over to the screen and looks and makes a decision, for himself, I think it's so much better. I really do. Your team, sorry, carry on.
And then obviously Liverpool just kicked on and looked good. Thiago gave away a penalty from Werner. Fouled Werner in the box and Jorginho missed it. His first miss in the Premier League, Jorginho. But overall, other than really the penalty, Liverpool didn't look like they were going to concede after the red card. So
no.
Saint Maximin and Wilson have already left my team, as has Amelia, and I've used 2 free transfers and done a -4.
Yeah, I just saw that result. That's a shock, isn't it? Brighton? Newcastle, Brighton?
Not really for me, because I watched Brighton play against Chelsea week 1. Brighton, despite the fact they lost 3-1, caused Chelsea some problems. So I'm not too surprised by the fact that Brighton went to Newcastle and won. But Wilson and St. Maximin for me were the 2-week punt anyway for the West Ham and Brighton games. And then
Wilson didn't even appear on anywhere near the bonuses. Was he pretty much anonymous then in that game?
Brighton were just really good. They just literally nullified Ben White, Duncan, Webster as a back three. Just looked quite solid. Tariq Lamptey, despite the fact he only came off after 57 minutes, was probably one of the better players on the pitch at right wing back.
So
Brighton
is injured? Is it just a niggle? Do you think this injury to Lamptey? Is it like a short-term thing?
It's possibly because of the fact that he was one of the most consistently fouled players on the pitch. I think they just kind of took his toll on him eventually, because he's obviously like not even 20 yet, if I believe correctly.
Right. So okay.
I think it just took it out of him.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's too much to read into. I'd like to hear Graham Potter's press conference heading into next weekend about it, but I don't think he'll be out for. He might miss next week, but I doubt he'd miss more than that.
Wow. Okay. So you mean Wilson out, some Maximin out, and who in again? Sorry.
So I've taken Wilson, St. Maximin, and Aubameyang out.
Yeah. Because
they were my 3 planned transfers out anyway.
Yep. So do you have 2 transfers, or do you have 1 free transfer?
2.
So you got -4. Yeah. Who are you bringing again? Sorry, remind me.
So I bought Calvert-Lewin in.
Brilliant.
Wilfred Zaha.
Brilliant. Okay.
Heung-min Son.
Oh, what an upgrade! What an upgrade to your team. Rashford, are you going to just stay patient, obviously, then with him? Think he'll come good for you?
It was first week of the season for them, so so I'm not going to look into it too much. They have Brighton next week, which they went to post restart last season and put 3 or 4 behind them. So they could do that as quite easy. They could quite easily do that again. I think Man United looked better the moment Van der Beek came on the pitch. Because they moved. What they did is they took Pogba off, moved Bruno Fernandes back in with McTominay, and put Van der Beek as the number 10. And he looked really good in there.
What's your thoughts on owning double Chelsea going forward? Do you think that it's Liverpool, tough game, went down to 10 men? Did they look good at all in their game, Havertz and Werner?
Werner did down the left-hand side because he started Havertz as the false 9 and played Werner down the left. But Chelsea still have effectively 5 players that are missing because Mendy signed who will come in to replace Kepa. Thiago Silva's not in the centre of defence yet. Chilwell is at left back that's still got to come in. Plus, you've then got Ziyech and Pulisic to still come back in. So it's still a mismatch from last season with Chelsea. So I'm a little bit concerned that it's been 2 weeks now with Havertz and Werner and only one return between the two of them. But it's because of the fact that we're still not at full strength yet. And so I'm not too concerned. But I'm definitely going to look at it because we've got West Brom next weekend. And the way West Brom have defended, it looks like you could have a free reign of 4 or 5 goals at the moment. So it could be the week to have double Chelsea attack. If you look at what Everton did this weekend, where they put 5 past them, and you did Richarlison, James Rodriguez, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you would have got a load of points from it. So
yeah, good points made, Sean. So what is that? 48 points you're on?
Yeah, 48. Then we'll be 50 when Trent and Van Dijk get their bonus point added.
Brilliant. Cheers, Sean. Coming on, man.
No worries. Good. Hopefully your City players do well for you tomorrow.
Do you think I've gone a bit too top heavy on City? Do you think I'm without seeing them, or do you think it's a risk worth taking?
It's a risk definitely worth taking. They've been the top scorers in the league the last 3 or 4 seasons. So the only thing
I'm looking around at the average score. What is the average at the moment?
48, I think.
48. So it's not a massively high average.
No.
So if I can get, like I said, if I can get 20, 25, 30 points from those players, and I mean, it is a wild card. That's the thing. I do want to be getting higher score, but I'm setting up for weeks and weeks ahead, you know, with these players. So, yeah.
And I think the only thing is that Wolves beat City home and away last season, so could do that again. But I think it'll be City's first competitive game back since they lost to Lyon, and I think that they are going to be massively hurting, and will be looking at the first excuse to put 7 past the team. And with Wolves selling about half their defence. Yeah,
I think we could be in for a little bit of a surprise and maybe a bit of a goal fest in that game.
Yeah.
But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Thank you, Sean.
No worries. Have a good week, and if it doesn't go well this week, there's always next week.
If it goes well tomorrow night, I believe you, I'll do a stream after the game just to celebrate. Yeah. Cheers, Sean.
Of course. No worries. Have a good one.
Right. Comment in the chat from Anthony Lee. I literally can't get over this game week. Yesterday, all smiles. I done Kane, Son out for Calvert-Lewin. So Calvert and Fernandes for -4. Yesterday, you did after the deadline. I mean, you still got the points though, right? If you did them after the deadline. It could all change. I mean, that's Kane and Son for Fernandes and Calvert-Lewin, but you would have got loads of money freed up for that. What are your plans to do with that money, Anthony? Interesting. Agreed that United was slow. I have got Fernandes too, but you have to be patient with United this season. Yeah, maybe, or maybe just wait and just not even consider them for the first few game weeks at all. I got 91 points this week, says Samir Khan in the chat. Wow, that's mental. It's almost 60 points more than me. Kane was a right good move. Kane was a right good move for not swapping Martial. Buzzing. Brilliant. FPL Anderson, well done. Oh, you swapped him before the deadline. Oh no, Anthony. Well, yeah, that sucks for -4. Thank God that Calvert-Lewin did bring you, and Fernandes brought you in, and you were all smiles yesterday, weren't you? I wildcarded on my pre-wild team. My pre-wildcarded team got 91 points. Wow. Hashtag like the stream, says Dread FPL. Let's bring on Lloyd Hassel. Good evening, Lloyd. How you doing? Evening, Lloyd. You hear me? Hello, Lloyd. You there?
Sorry about that.
Sorry, dude. It's alright.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yep, can hear. Yep.
What are we looking at then in the chat? Because that's not this game week, is it?
Oh no, I sent another one. Sorry, I sent both.
When did you send the other one? Sorry, I'm looking now.
Should be
I
right
see it.
below it.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
it.
you see that?
Yeah, so Ryan in goal. Wow, good. Alexander-Arnold, Justin got the goal, of course. Dallas, 1 point.
Yeah.
Sal's didn't get anything, so Maximin off injured. What points are you on?
78 currently.
Oh my God, Mitrovic.
I know. I thought because he didn't start against Arsenal, did he? I thought he wasn't going to play against Villa, but then of course he started, and then he's on the bench. Yeah, that's a tough one because I backed Dallas instead because he was at home.
Do you prefer playing defenders over strikers then? If the striker's got a poor game week, like a fixture? Because I'm looking at you got 4.5 defenders there.
Yeah.
You chose to bench a 6 million striker. I thought he was going to get a 1-pointer, Mitrovic, to be honest. I didn't think he was going to start. So I thought I had a higher chance with Dallas. And then, of course, Mitrovic did start and scored 2 goals. Which sucked, but it's the way it goes. Yeah, you feel rotten, especially to be fair, you've Ings returned for you, Richarlison did, Son with that massive haul, lots of people transferring him out for the likes of Greenwood, Rashford, who obviously both blanked. Justin could get your return, Ryan's got your return. So you're on 78?
78, yeah, currently.
That's a great score, mate. That's a great score.
I know.
You've got to still be happy. Green arrow and all that
jazz.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, last week I got 75 as well, so it's 2 weeks in a row I've been hitting 70s, so
I'll also
I've been delighted.
Apparently Anarag has just informed me that I'll be also getting Saka off the bench in my fan tracks. Interesting. My fan tracks has gone really well this week, to be honest. But what's your plans for game week 3, Lloyd?
For me anyway, I've got Aubameyang and Son Maximin. I'm thinking of getting rid of Aubameyang for De Bruyne because I like City's fixtures and he just gets goals all the time, doesn't he? He's the goals and assists. He's just a machine. I think last season he was incredible. I'm not certain right now. I did like the look of that Diangana from West Brom.
Get Zaha in?
No, sadly not. As he's only 5.5. I've only got 0.5 left if I get De Bruyne in. So I could get Pereira in from West Brom, but I don't know really. I'm a bit stuck. I'm not.
Well, you've got
certain.
What formation are you looking to play then? You still look to play a 4-4-2 or a 3? So sorry, you're playing a 3-4-3. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll go back to that next week. Definitely.
Yeah.
I did that game week 1.
Don't bench Mitrovic as long as you have him, man.
I know. Yeah, exactly. I was hoping that one of my players might not play, so that I could get the 12, but never happened. So it was the way it was.
That's mental, man. Yeah, I know. It's like you're just praying for someone to get like maybe a niggle in the warm up or something. Like
yeah.
Exactly. And some Maximin getting you 1 point between them. God.
Yeah, just gutted about that. Honestly.
But be happy with 78, mate. Just don't be too greedy.
Yeah.
Be happy with 78.
No. I'm delighted. Seriously, first 2 weeks, I remember coming on here for the first time. I said I wasn't going to have any premium options. So glad I changed that. Captain Salah last week, so it kept on coming, fortunately.
Well, you had Son as your vice captain. Was there ever a thought in your mind for putting the captaincy?
I just thought Aubameyang at home against West Ham looked too good. They looked awful against Newcastle.
A lot of people that felt the same way about Aubameyang. I'm so relieved that he didn't return a haul.
Yeah.
I think you did right there, man. 78 points, you did fine. There's a lot of people with like a lot less than me. I'm on 30. I'm on 31. I think 32 points. I'm on 32 points. Spare a foot for me, mate.
Yeah.
But I've still got half a team to play.
Exactly. You still got half your team to play. I don't have a single player. I'm done. So,
man, if I end the game with 78 points, I'll be over the moon.
Yeah. Go on, I bet.
I'll be over the
31 to 78.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be
so
that'd be incredible.
It would be. It would be. Sterling hat trick. Could it
Yeah.
happen? Sterling hat trick and 2 assists. Could you imagine?
Oh my god.
Thanks for coming on, Lloyd. We got to get through
No
the
problem.
callers, dude. Cheers, dude.
Yeah, sounds good. See ya.
Bye.
Cheers.
Who we got in here then? Conrad there. Conrad's been waiting a little while. Conrad, how you doing? In a moment, I'm going to start looking through some of these teams that people post and look for some poor scores. Try and get on. Hello, Conrad. How you doing?
Hey, good man. Yeah, good.
Yeah? How's your game week been?
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty bad to be honest. I'm on like 43 points so far.
That's more than me.
I've
I've got your team on the screen here, mate. You've not posted your points though, have you?
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I just wildcard and just want to see what you think about it.
That's your wildcard team.
Yeah, I'm just wildcarded this week because I'll just be doing bad on my other team. So what you think about it?
Well, Lamptey's injured. I mean, the things that stand out to me are, let's be blunt, it's basically the knee jerk of the point scorers for game week 2, isn't it? I mean, Alexander-Arnold, you know, I didn't see the game today. He obviously got a clean sheet, but was he looking threatening? Did he pass the eye test for you to bring in? Is it a fear of missing out on the points that he can potentially haul? You know, double-digit scores. That's fair enough. If you're happy with him, did you watch the game?
Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, he didn't look too great, but it's kind of just have him in because I don't want to miss out on the points really. But yeah, I can always take him out. Like I just did it a few hours ago, so I can still change it.
I think I would rather have Salah in my team than Aubameyang for the next like cluster of fixtures myself.
Yeah.
So that's a full. Is that all your money spent on this team? Is it?
I've still got, I think it's 0.1 in the bank, but I might take Bamford out and then I have like 1.3 left over. I just put Bamford in because I had the funds and he's been doing good, so.
Well, some people say that Leeds are going to get goals and Bamford played really well yesterday. Zaha, I mean, what's his intentions at Crystal Palace? Is he going to stay at Crystal Palace? Is he trying to force a move? Is he trying to impress potential clubs? Is it going to be a headache down the line with him once the transfer window's shut? De Bruyne, obvious reasons, yes, should be in everyone's wildcards. Who's wildcarding this week, I think. Calvert-Lewin, Kane, is that judge? I mean, Spurs, I don't want to go anywhere near them. But obviously today, Kane got 4 assists, which is very, was he playing more like of a deeper role then or something with Son ahead of him?
He was playing a bit deeper, and then, like I said in the post-match interview, he was just kind of looking to play a bit deeper and just play over the top to him, and then he got 4 assists. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, myself, Aubameyang would be Salah. You got the Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin. It's happy. Yeah, it's cool, man. Ryan in goal. Could do well for you. I'm not sure what the fixtures are like after United, whether or not they ease up a little bit. I think they're a bit of a mixed bag, aren't they? I think Brighton, if I remember from memory. Saiss, yes, good cluster of fixtures. Lamptey, if he's only a niggle, then I think he's going to be someone that a lot of people will be looking at. Zaha's in form. Rodriguez is in form. They're in form. Taylor on the bench. This is just basically Anguissa and Mitchell just enablers. But yeah, it's okay. I mean, I think you can do better myself, but it's okay. If you're happy with that, go with it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for having me then.
Go with your gut, Conrad. Are you new to the show?
Yeah, I've started watching for like 2 weeks, I'd say now.
You're a Chelsea supporter.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts from today's games?
Oh, I think we're doing pretty good, to be honest, at the start, like the first half. Like, we were playing quite defensive, but like I thought we would have won, to be honest. But then obviously Christensen got the red card, and then we just went into shambles after, and then Kepa made a mistake, and then also Jorginho happened to miss his first penalty for like Chelsea. I'm pretty sure just still everything went against us in the game, but I don't think we played too bad, but we just got unlucky, in my opinion, in a lot of ways.
Conrad, thank you, man. Thanks for being here tonight. Cheers, dude.
Yeah, I love the channel. Thanks, it.
Thanks, Connor. Got quite a few people wanting to come and have their say today. Let's quickly have a look to see anyone posting teams that have not done so good. Timmy's got 78 points wanting to talk about it. I want to see someone that's had a bad game week. Has anyone here had a bad game week? Everyone's posting good game week scores. Liam's got 45 points. Let's bring in Liam. Good evening, Liam. You got 45 points. You've had a majority of your team, if not all of your team, play. I want to hear it. Are you happy or are you wildcarding? Come on, Liam. Just unmute your mic, mate.
Hi, Jason.
Liam, what's up, man?
Not too much. Not too much.
Your team is up on the screen. 45 points. Can you just do me a favour and turn down that noise in the background? Is that the TV?
Yeah, done.
Cool. Yeah, your team's on the screen. You got 45 points. What's your thoughts?
Well, I took a -4 this week. I did Ali to Rodriguez.
Oh, brilliant.
But then I took Ings out for Anthony Martial. So
it's kind of cancelled it out.
So that stung a bit, yeah.
Yeah, so you've kind of you did that for -4.
Yeah.
It's not been great, but
No.
going forward, you probably wanted someone from United at the time, so you got to stick with that. I think you've got him in now. It'd be pointless getting him out, and you think if anyone's going to score for United going forward, it's going to be Martial. So, yeah, that's fair. Good. You got Rodriguez for Everton, of course. You got Werner as well for his nice patch of fixtures. St. Maximin, isn't it? Who you got on the bench for if St. Maximin isn't going to play your? I can actually look. You got Souček, Mitchell. Right. So you've got that. You've got a playing bench player that can come on for him. I don't know if he'll be back next week. How serious was that St. Maximin injury? Do you know?
Well, I didn't watch the game. No, I didn't watch it. It seems like it was a muscle strain, by what I've seen on Twitter. So
right, okay. McCarthy got 0. That's disappointing, isn't it?
That's a bit of a worry. Yeah, bit of a worry.
Did you see the Southampton Spurs game?
I watched a little bit of it. Yeah.
Was Southampton awful or was Spurs amazing?
I think Southampton looked a bit bad, to be honest, and I think Spurs didn't have to do a lot to win the game, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, looking at your team, Dyer's just obviously there for the fixtures, I'd imagine. James is going to be at risk at some point of losing his place. Aubameyang is going to... What are your thoughts with Aubameyang then going forward? Are you going to bring in KDB or...?
Yeah, that's this week is going to be Aubameyang to Kevin De Bruyne.
Brilliant. So your team next week is going to be very strong as well. You're going to have some of the popular picks in your team. You're going to cover those areas. Are you going to be captaining KDB or are you going to be going with Salah home to Arsenal?
It'd probably be Kevin De Bruyne.
Bring in Kevin De Bruyne and then captain him. I like it, man. I like it.
And I'm planning to wildcard after I think game week 4. If things don't improve.
Yeah. Seems to be things seem to be just going all over the place at the moment. It's like players blank one week, then they go crazy the next. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? United will win You know, the next game, 5-0
Yeah,
or something, or something crazy like that, and people will be like, I didn't get him in on my wild card.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird start to
Yeah.
to this season, and I thought about wildcarding this week, but I feel like there's not enough. Teams have been a bit. Teams have won one week and lost.
Fresh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it two more weeks, and then I think that's the last game before the international break.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's a good time to wildcard, mate, just before the international break, or just as the international break is happening.
Yeah.
Liam, thanks for coming on, man.
No worries, Jace. Thank
Cheers,
you
dude.
for having me.
Take care, buddy.
Bye.
Bilal, not for -8, for -4. Replying to Wolves have such an amazing game week coming up. Is it worth bringing in Jimenez for -8? No. No, Claudius, it's not. I can't imagine who you're taking out, though. If it's Martial or something like that, definitely not. Zaha in, Rashford out, Ryan Allen. Oh, wow. Is that a move you need to make? That's the question. Do you need to make that move? You've given Rashford 1 game week only. Obviously, he didn't look very good, but Zaha is looking good. Is it a move you need to make in your team? You're going to save 2.5 million by doing it. It depends on what you're going to do with that 2.5 million. Kane or Son? Son for me. I wouldn't have both. I wouldn't be doubling up on Spurs. No way. KDB or Pereira? That's crazy questions now. I'm not going to answer these questions. KDB or Pereira? How, man? Benji. Let's bring in Benji. Good evening, Benji. How you doing, man? What's up, Benji?
Sorry,
how you doing, mate? You alright? You got your point score, or you got your wild card up on the screen? Oh, you got what's? Yeah, I can hear you, man. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't realise my mic was muted.
You got a blurry screenshot there, man. If I've ever seen one.
Is it? I took it quick. Sometimes
right.
the snipping tool doesn't work too well.
It's fine. So what score did you get this game week?
I got 32, and I have Sterling and Egan to play, and that's it. So yeah, poor game week for me.
Wow. So it's definitely a wild card for you then.
Yeah,
So-
I jumped on it.
I'm looking at this team and I'm thinking, I understand Robertson, I understand Saiss, I understand Lamptey. Gaeta, yeah, he's looking very good. He's a shot stopper, and his fixtures aren't too bad. I mean, Rodriguez, yes, obvious reasons. De Bruyne in on the wild card with Salah. Costa, that stands out to me. Why Costa? Why Howder Costa?
I don't know. I just saw
Not
in
click.
that he's 5.6, and I didn't get him in for the price rise because I fell asleep early last night, so I didn't see that he was price rising. So I would have got him in, but it's basically between Costa and Harrison, and Costa just looked way better than Harrison. But yeah, I definitely would have had Click in if I could, but I can't. So
Not thinking of Podence.
no, I'm a bit worried because of the Semedo news. Supposedly Semedo's going to Wolves, so it could mean Traore goes up the field. But the good thing is, I think Podence can play both sides, so maybe he's not as a rotation risk. But I'll just have to wait and see on him. And I don't really want 3 Wolves. I think 2 Wolves players are good for me.
Yeah, okay. Jimenez, Calvert and Werner, very nice balanced team, really. Yeah, I really like it. I like the Jimenez pick. I mean, Jimenez. I'm eyeing Jimenez as my get out of Jesus free card. So, like, if Jesus doesn't start the next few fixtures very well,
I think I mentioned it to you.
I think I'll be downgrading.
The reason why Jesus is such a good pick is if he doesn't perform, you can always go down to Averna, you can always go down to Jimenez, and I think I mentioned that to you and how it's such a good pick with it.
I mean, I think Jesus is going to be playing every game in the league.
I think
so as long as he's going to get chances, and I think he's going to start scoring goals. Obviously, we don't know. We've had absolutely no evidence to see what sort of Gabriel Jesus is going to come onto the field, whether it's going to be the clinical one, because he's had spells of being really clinical, and then he's had spells of being really like anonymous and wasteful. So it's his time to step up and show the Premier League that he is a capable replacement to Sergio Aguero. Because last season I was laughing at Pep bringing Jesus in when Sergio Aguero was fit, and I was thinking, why? You know, why would you do? Obviously, Aguero is not getting any younger. He needs to have his minutes managed because of obvious reasons, at risk of injury and that. And I think this news of him being out for at least a month to 2 months, I think this is perfect timing to try and jump on that opportunity. He's like, what's his ownership? It's like 1.5 or 2.5 or something crazy like that.
Really
2.5% owned. So that's just music to my ears as a striker for Man City right now. And I think that could pay off. Going back to your wild card, I can't really pick fault with it other than Costa. But,
there's one thing in team that I would like to say that basically the only player I'm having a headache really over is I really want Riyad Mahrez, and you're gonna say I've got Man City goggles on and because I'm a City fan, but I really think he's gonna get more minutes this year. You see his points per game last year, he actually, I looked it up, Mahrez had the same points per game as De Bruyne last year. He just had less minutes.
It's either Werner or Jimenez, then you got to sacrifice, isn't it, to get him in?
Well, actually, I can get him in for Rodriguez, but that means I'm getting rid of Rodriguez, who I also really love. So that's why I'm having the biggest headache in the world with my wild card.
It's the minutes, man. I mean, you know, Rodriguez is going to play every available minute that he might get subbed off early if they're leading comfortably, but Mahrez, it's that if, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the pun.
Bernardo Silva can play there, can't he? And it's like
Bernardo Silva. This is a good thing though. Bernardo Silva's injured. Ferran Torres is mainly a left winger, but he can play right wing. He can play both sides.
Foden can move over as well.
Foden can go on the wing, but I think he will be playing more in that central area because we do not have as many players now because of David Silva. So I think Mahrez was going to get to about 2,500 minutes this year. I think he's going to play a lot more football. It's if he can bring his form from last year, because he was arguably our second best player last year.
I mean, Mahrez he was in my wildcard considerations, but it's just the fact that I don't trust Pep's rotation on him, because that's all I've seen with Mahrez so far under City, him being rotated. Much less so with De Bruyne and Sterling, so that's why I chose those two. But I think if you're right, and if Pep's going to play Mahrez regularly on that right hand side, then I think it's a steal. 8.5, did you say?
Yeah, he's 8.5.
Yeah, I think that's absolute bargain. If he becomes not nailed, because I can't really say that, but if he becomes a regular for Man City at 8.5, I think that is too good to ignore, isn't it?
If he gets 2,500 minutes, right, it's the same what Sterling got last year, and Sterling's 11.5. So, and he has better points per game than Sterling. So, to me, if he brings his form like he did last year, he plays more minutes. I see that he has a very good season. Also, shout out to Lamptey, because this guy is a baller. when we were watching the game. My
Ex-Chelsea.
God.
Is he ex-Chelsea?
Yes, he's ex-Chelsea. I think they brought him in for pennies. Like, they brought him in for nothing.
I remember watching him towards the end of last season. He was just looked so good and so composed and threatening, like attacking wise. He just looks brilliant.
Amazing defensively. He played such a good defensive game against Newcastle. I think they were in like twice or 3 times in the first half, and he literally just made 3 last ditch tackles and just amazing play. He spun St. Max twice, one for the penalty and then one in like midfield. He's just brilliant, and Chelsea don't even have a buyback clause, so Brighton's got a steal here.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I can see him going to a big club end of the season. If he continues his form, I can see a big club going in for him. For definite. I mean, I'm looking at the wild card. I mean, again, it's a very balanced one. If you were to bring Mahrez in, you're gonna have to cut, and you're gonna have to cut somewhere. If you brought him in for, what's your plans then with Mahrez? You took out Rodriguez.
I would take out Rodriguez. I would take out Mitchell from the bench. Let me get up the actual other team. So I would have Guaita out. So Guaita would go to Martinez. Then Salah would go to Mane, and Mitchell would go to Ferguson. So I would have a weaker bench, but I would have Mahrez, and I would have Mane instead. Which I honestly think Mane played way better than Salah last game, but you always got to bank Salah on home games. So yeah, it's a toss up.
I think personally, with the unknown of Mahrez, I think wait. I think if you can get that information first, because Pep can always throw a spanner in the works. I mean, you could be right with Mahrez. It's a risk. It is still a risk. But I took a risk, so I mean, be like me if you want, take a risk. Excellent.
Yeah. Hopefully I have a better game week next week.
Yeah, go for it, Benji. Do what your heart tells you, man.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the waiting room still wanting to come on here. We've got Charlie, Chris Packett. Charlie, how you doing, man?
Evening, Jace. How are you? Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
What's your score this week?
I got 58.
Are you a happy man?
Yeah, considering my transfers as well, I thought it could have went a bit worse, because I done Werner out and Burr the 4.0 million, and I bought in Calvert-Lewin and Digne. So yeah, paid off in the end, but it could have been even better. Digne, there was put some quality balls in.
He hit the post, didn't he?
Yeah, hit the post or the bar with his free kick. But yeah, pretty happy. Obviously, quite a few people obviously. Well, it's sort of a mixed game week because a lot of people obviously took out Kane and Son, but then obviously a lot of people left them in. But yeah, really happy. Obviously, Ings as well. I was going to take him out. Glad I didn't. But yeah, pretty happy overall, to be honest.
I've asked a couple of people so far. That Southampton Tottenham game, it just stood out to me like a sore thumb when I looked at the actual results from today's games. What on earth happened?
Well, first half it was mainly Southampton.
Did this run out of steam or something?
It was just their defence. Defending was atrocious. It was so easy. Like, all Tottenham had to do is just throw ball it and they were in, basically. That's all it was. Paying over the top, and Walker-Peters defensively was awful. And, it was mainly on the right. Bertrand, played quite well, I thought, but Walker-Peters and Stevens were awful.
Techers3773 says that, has anyone said how high that Southampton's line was? That was the issue.
Yeah, that's what it was, pretty much.
How high were they? Were they on the halfway line or something?
Not quite halfway line, but they were high. But it was so easy. It wasn't that Tottenham played amazing. It was easy. They're not going to come up against many more awful defences in Southampton. Because, Southampton were good first half, but defensively second half they were shocking. And I couldn't believe it. Like, every time it went over the top, and Son, I think Tottenham had 4 shots on target and all of them went in from Son. So, it was crazy.
Fortunately for Southampton, they have actually got 2 relatively easier fixtures now.
Yeah.
Away at Burnley and then away at Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first big test is then Chelsea away. God, they got... Wow. Chelsea away and then Everton. Oh, Everton at home. So yeah, it's... If you still out... So what's your plans with Danny Ings?
I think you can't get rid of him. Because, he's still getting chances. They look pretty decent going forward, Southampton. It was just defensively. So I think you've got to keep Ings, because Ings is on penalties as well now, which is...
Did he play well?
Yeah, I thought, he could have done even better. Took his goal well. Obviously got the penalty. But it's just like the defense is awful. Like, obviously there's pretty much every man and his dog going with McCarthy in goal, and
God, zero. I just read Tekker's in chat said there's also 3 goals disallowed in that game.
Yeah, Tottenham.
Two for Kane and 1 for Ings.
Yeah, Ings. It hit
Crazy,
Ings like Ings was like through, but Lloris come out, blocked it, and then it hit Ings on the elbow. He scored, and then they disallowed it for handball, and then Kane was offside twice. But it was just crazy. But obviously most annoying thing is obviously Saint Maximin injured as well. I think to be honest, I'll probably get rid of him because he ain't even doing nothing.
Who can you bring
I'm
in
not
for him?
sure. I'm not sure. It'd probably be I'll have to have a look on the transfer front, because I think my forward line's obviously good. Obviously Calvert-Lewin, Jimenez, and Ings. I think, because I'm not sure, because I'm glad I didn't bring in United, because they were. What's your thoughts on United, the game? Because I didn't watch it, but I just seen the scoreline and thought, wow.
I said a lot in the stream, to be honest. I'm just frustrated. I can't. I could be here all night talking about Man United. I don't really want to do that. I just think that to avoid at all costs. What's your thoughts on Son?
Well, I'm sort of like you. I don't really, because
Trust
they only
Spurs.
they only look good because Southampton's defense was shocking. If it was any other team with like a normal line, then Tottenham wouldn't have done that well. It was only because Southampton's defense was high and just poor defending, like really bad defending. I wouldn't go anywhere near Tottenham still. I don't think, even with Bell coming in, like Bell's not even hardly going to play. I don't think, because he's nowhere near fitness. I think it's a wait and see, but I don't think Tottenham players.
The fixtures are nice though, aren't they?
Yeah, they are nice, but it's just they're sort of like a different team, because it's just home and away. Like, they're just a bit inconsistent, aren't they? Tottenham, you never know what Tottenham's going to turn up.
No, they're facing... Who are they facing next? They're up against...
Newcastle at home.
Yeah, that's a nice fixture.
Yeah, maybe Aubameyang to Son could be nice.
I'm
not sure.
I'm thinking it, but then it's just ruining my plan.
Yeah.
I mean, going without Salah.
Yeah, because I've obviously still got Salah. Because obviously people will probably... Obviously Mane got the goals today, but that's how it works really. It's sort of...
It's probably
Salah's...
knee-jerk though, isn't it? Bringing Son back in. Because he's down to 8.9 now, because everyone took him out game week 1.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, it was transferred out by, hundreds of thousands of people? And then it's like, oh yeah, we need to get him back in now. So it's already been mass transferred back in. It's like, there's going to be people that will game week 1 Son, blank, wildcard this game week now, or for game week 3 to get him back in.
Yeah, it's mad to be honest. But I think St Max it'll probably be because I want Saiz though. I want Saiz in for their obviously Wolves' good fixtures as well. So I'm sort of not sure on the transfers this week. I'll have to see what happens. But yeah, probably be obviously Aubameyang. That's annoying, isn't it? As well, him just getting an assist because I didn't watch it. I was out in.
Not for me. It's not. I'm
Nah,
learning
not
the
for
fact
you.
that-
It's not.
So, City tomorrow night. What are you expecting?
I'm not sure. I think I'm expecting a Wolves win. I think just because they've played that game extra, I think it's going to make a big difference. Because like we've seen it with a lot like United, and then I think Wolves will win. I think they got a good record against City as well, and obviously they've played that extra game and they had a bit more of a pre-season. Like Man City, I don't think they've played a game have they in pre-season.
No, they've not. They're going to be a bit rusty, aren't they? They haven't had much of a pre-season.
Yeah.
So it is a massive gamble. It is a massive gamble. But Wolves have made a few changes in their defence, and I'm hoping that they're not going to be that organised, and there's going to be spaces there for Sterling and Jesus and De Bruyne to put them to the sword, so to speak. And I don't mind if they concede, because obviously, I've got Prudence in my team as well, and I'm hoping that he can, kick on
assist Jimenez.
Assist. Well,
Harry knows
a 40-yard dribble from the centre circle past 4 or 5 City players slotted in top corner. That would be nice. I'll wake up in a minute. I pinch myself. No, but seriously though, we're short for time. But finally, Charlie, just want to say thanks for coming on, and
no worries.
Stick with your plan. Cheers, man.
Definitely. Cheers, James. Take it silly.
Wow. What's this here? What do you... Pratt. Good guy. A good shout to get. I mean, he played well tonight, by all accounts. I've just closed something down. I didn't mean to close down, I think. Oh, well. Is he a good shout to get? I mean, what is his price tag? I don't know. Is he wearing 6... Oh, yeah. 5.5. Pratt at 5.5. Wow. He got an assist and a goal. Could be. Could be very nice. Could be very, very nice indeed. Good shout there. Maybe he's the best. One of the emerging options at 5.5. I think myself. I'm quite happy with Prudence. Obviously, if there's an issue there, I could always switch him out. So many 5.5 options emerging. I've used my wild card. Who must I bring in? Use your own decisions. No thanks. Come on. Who must I bring in? You must bring in Maguire, De Gea. Definitely think you should be bringing in McTominay. Nketiah is a good one as well. Get him in. Maddison. Is switching Ings to Jimenez worth based on upcoming fixtures? Is switching Ings to Jimenez? I mean, the fixtures are there, aren't they, for Jimenez? Ings. I think Ings away at Burnley, and then at home to West Brom, has got goals in him. I've always said I think Danny Ings has got a higher point ceiling than Jimenez. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it until game week 5, when Ings has got Chelsea away, then Everton at home. That's what I would wait till, personally. If I've got Ings in my team right now, and I wasn't on a wild card, I'd keep him in. Definitely. Who to captain? Bamford, Werner, Mitrovic, KDB, Salah, Son, Rodriguez. Take your pick. I mean, looking at those players, probably safety would go with Salah, I would say. Go with Salah. If Podence plays well tomorrow, I'm getting him in, says Shrenik. There you go. If he doesn't play well, you've got other options. You've got Leeds. You've got Pratt, who could possibly... I mean, but Maddison's coming back. What's happening with Maddison? Is he just not 100%? Did he come on at all? He must have come on, right, as a sub, I would imagine, in that game. He came on for 28 minutes. Did he come on for Pratt? Can anyone let me know if he did? Right, we got literally less than 10 minutes of the stream, so I'm going to quickly bring in a few extras. So Amelia's been waiting. Amelia, you've been waiting a little while. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good game week or bad game week?
Good game week, thankfully.
This is a Sunday surgery, not a Sunday gloat.
Well, it's last week I had a bad game week and I took your advice, so I just wanted to tell you that it paid off sticking with Son and Mane. So it's just a bit of a thank you to you specifically.
Well, but they paid you back from the game week 1 disappointment, essentially. That's FPL, man. That's FPL. Sometimes patience is key. Sometimes I can be accused of not having that patience. However, I slightly play different. I play a little bit differently to them, like a lot of people, especially a lot of people that tune into our show. Anyway, but Emilian, that's quality. Have you got your team that you can bring up?
Yeah, I posted it around half an hour ago.
Did you?
It's in the live stream screenshots.
You did about half an hour ago. Right, 1 second. Let's bring it up then. I don't see it. What sort of time was it?
Well, actually, I'm in a different time zone. For me, it's 4:16. For you, probably 9:16.
Can you post it again for me? Is that all right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that works.
Dude. Cool. Nice. Nice.
Yep.
What's the chat saying? He came on as a sub. Yeah. Sent Maximin for somebody else. If clips, if you can make that move without a hit, and there's no one else to transfer out your team, then St. Maximin, possibly worthwhile doing now. Now he's flagged. 72 points. Oh, look at that. Doherty got 0.
Yeah, so did McCarthy.
McCarthy and Doherty got 0. Look at that.
Yeah.
Son, Mane, Aubameyang, Mitrovic doing the business for you. It was always going to be Aubameyang captain, wasn't it, though?
Yeah, I wasn't going to pick anyone else, especially because Mane, Son, and Mitrovic all blanked game week 1, so I just had faith in Aubameyang.
That's quality, man. I'm so glad that it's the patience has been a virtue and it's paid off. I think holding on to Son now it's got to be the case. I mean, he's going to be loving life after getting that haul, 4 goals. I didn't see the game. Did he look real good, or was it Southampton looking real bad?
Southampton was real bad, but you have to be clinical to finish your chances, and Son did that very well, so that's a good sign, regardless of Southampton playing poor.
Definitely. So what's your thoughts going into game week 3 then?
They're good. I had a question regarding Saint Maximin. So I know I think you have him as well.
I didn't watch it, mate. I didn't watch the game. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's a slight muscle injury, whether it's going to be long term, short term. But what I do know is Newcastle were beat, and they were beat good. And look at their fixtures. No, I don't have him because I wildcarded. But looking at Newcastle's fixtures, who they're up against. Spurs next. And after that against Burnley, and home to Burnley, and then home to United. I think now's the time to probably get rid of him, regardless of his injury. To be honest,
I was looking at him to Podence from Wolves, or my other.
Wait till tomorrow night and see what happens.
My other thought was switching Aubameyang to Salah and then just doubling up on Liverpool for like a 1 week punt against Arsenal, because I'm still planning on wildcarding game week 4, and I don't see Aubameyang returning at Anfield against Liverpool.
No, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing Aubameyang to Salah as well. So it's a shrewd move. You could double up there and get some nice points.
Would you recommend taking a hit to get Aubameyang and St. Maximin? Oh, my bench. I'll just read it to you because I don't have it on the screenshot. 1 second. Right, so on my bench I have, well, the goalkeeper, it doesn't matter, it's Nyland. I have Souček, Vinagre, and Mitchell.
Just play Souček, mate.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed
don't
2
take
points.
Don't take a -4. If you're going to do a Aubameyang to Salah, don't take a -4 getting rid of St. Maximin.
I'm just worried about his price drop, because I've already suffered price drops with Son. Well, he's going to bounce back, but who else has dropped in price? I think I had 2 other price drops. I have to check.
Okay, well, again, it's a case of like spending 4 points, getting Maximin out. Like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, he might even play for next week. I mean,
what is Maximin? Is he dropping?
What was that? Sorry.
Let me have a look to see. He's not going to drop tonight. I'd give it a few days and reconsider. Like, he's
I think tomorrow night.
Maybe tomorrow night. He's dropping like a stone at the moment, but you know, a lot of them are going to be on wild cards anyway. But I'll just wait and see what happens tomorrow night. Look at Podence, see what he's like, assess, have a sleep and think about it. I mean, players that are going up in the 5.5, you know, Castagna was for Leicester, obviously, but in terms of midfielders, I mean, Click's gone up, isn't he? He's up 5 point. Is he 5.6 now?
Yes, he's 5.6. Which is a shame because he was my number 1 target.
Garner looked really good for West Brom.
I didn't think his fixtures were that good when I first looked at
but his fixtures aren't very good, but he looked really good.
Yeah, Chelsea at home next.
Yeah. He's the sort of person that can trouble any team, though. Obviously, when they went down to 10 men, though, it all changed. All changed when he went.
I would consider him for a wild card, like game week 4 or 5, because he has good fixtures, but I wouldn't get him this week if I'm going to wild card. Yeah.
It's players like Harrison for Leeds. I mean, people were saying about Pratt. You know, we don't know what's going to happen when Maddison's fully fit. You know what his minutes are going to be like. Then you've got Podence, who's playing tomorrow night. See, just wait till tomorrow night. Have a think.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to be priced out of a move, you might need to do it. But yeah, I don't think you need to worry about it just yet.
Yeah, I would rather not like knee-jerk for a price rise, because there's many 5.6 options. So if I miss one, there's plenty of other ones I can go for.
Definitely.
My last question was just about some transfers. So Semedo went for Wolves, and Man City are getting a new center back, Jules Koundé from Sevilla. I wanted your thoughts on those 2 players real quick.
I'll be honest, I've got absolutely no idea how they performed for their respective clubs beforehand. So, by the sounds of it, you know where they're coming from. Do you know much about them? I don't know. Is the honest answer? I haven't looked into them. I've been away from football news pretty much all day. So, what I'll do is I'll have a look into it, see what they're like, and then maybe for the preview for game week 3, I'll talk about them.
Sounds good. All right.
Cheers, Emilian. Cheers, dude.
Thank you for having me on.
Have a good night, dude. Bye.
Thank you. You too.
Right, we're getting up to 10 o'clock. We've got time for one more guest. Akshay's been waiting a long time. I know Gulan Kig's winner as well. Akshay, going to be the final caller for this evening's Sunday surgery mode. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Jason. Wow. How are you?
Yeah, I know you've been waiting a while. Thanks for waiting, dude. Have you had a good game week?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
79 points?
79
79 points?
Yeah.
What are you coming on here for? What are you coming on here for? Just to mock? Just to show off that you got Son in your team?
Like everybody I picked almost got points rather than Martial, who I brought in for Inks.
You were mad. You're crazy. Why did you bring Martial in for Ings? What's going on there? Who told you to do that?
I asked you and Stevo, and it was between either Martial for Ings and Doherty going out for Digne. And then I was told to just flip a coin. So I guess I actually didn't flip a coin, but it turned out to be Martial.
Man, 79 points. Like you can't be, you can't. You can be happy with 79 points, and you got Marshall going forward as well. You got cover for that.
The way I'm seeing it is, I've targeted for this season, like in FPL, I want like 66 points each game week. So I don't care if I'm getting 100, 90, 80. As far as I cross that 66 mark, I'm happy.
Mate, if you
so
cross wait, hang on. You're setting yourself a 66 point target.
Yes, and that turns out to be 2,500 points after game week 38. So that is like among the very good scores, isn't it?
You'll be winning. You'll be winning FPL, mate.
Like last season, I tried 55 and I got that. I crossed 2,000 mark, and I don't know this time. It's really hard though, you know.
Oh, massively. 66 points, ridiculous amount to average, to be honest with you. But I'm looking at your team. Well done, congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back. You got 79 points, despite the fact 3 of your defenders got 0. It's mental.
Yeah.
Irvin Langett, thank you for that subscribe. Yeah. Question: have you got one?
I'm worried about my defense going forward. You know, like. These guys are not working out. My thought process is maybe I'm going to jump onto a Wolves defender. They've got good fixtures coming. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. And I'm worried about the yellow arrows as well in the bench. And Maximum, I don't know who's the midfielder, but Saint Maximum rather, because he gives me an option if I want to go 4 in the midfield. And maybe
do you want my opinion?
Yeah.
Oh, have you got any money in the bench? In the bank?
No.
I was gonna say, I was just about to shout Doherty out, Digne in.
Yeah, I'm thinking Wolves. Somebody from Wolves, maybe, you know.
Wolves,
because they've got very good fixtures coming.
Yeah, they've got really good fixtures. Well, Saiz. It'll be Saiz then.
Yeah, so I guess I'll free up money over there and then, you know, get somebody in up front.
Yeah, you got money saved there if you want to. Doherty's got decent fixtures. It could bite you.
But it's like I don't see Tottenham keeping many clean sheets. It's a bit difficult. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, yeah, true, but yeah, okay. Well, just go with your gut, man. Go bring in Saiz. I mean, it's a shame you can't get that Lascelles to Saiz, isn't it?
Because I've seen, like, in 1 week, things have changed drastically. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could free at that 0.5 to go Lascelles to Saiz, you'd be really loving life, but it's really hard.
That as well.
Yeah.
Also, I'm also considering, and what do you think, Salah or, like, I'm thinking about Kevin De Bruyne for game.
You're breaking up, mate. You're breaking up. Kevin De Bruyne, you've got money. You've got money in defence and attack.
I
it's going to be
Aubameyang as well, because, you know, Arsenal.
I would go Kevin De Bruyne in for Aubameyang. Kevin De Bruyne. I don't think you. I think you'll.
I'm not trusting Liverpool's defence right now.
Hello. I think you're miles behind me, man. Akshay, thanks. Like myself, I would be always looking to improve my midfield before my defence. I think keeping with Doherty is not the end of the world. I think he can start getting some attacking returns. I was switching Aubameyang out to KDB if it was my team. But yeah, you play your game. You bring in Saiz for Wolves if you think that it's the right decision to make for Doherty. I personally think that's a possible waste of a transfer myself. I there you go, I've said it. I think Doherty will come good, and I think KDB having that City cover is really important going forward with all the people on wildcards. Thanks for coming on anyway, Akshay. I appreciate it. We are now gone 10 o'clock, so this is me signing out. I want to say thank you again to everyone that's tuned in. It's been pretty much last minute. I'll be honest with you, I fell asleep before the show, and I was like really groggy, and I hope I didn't come across as being like really groggy. It's been a really busy day for me today, guys. It's been a really, really busy day. But I'm going to let you go, and I might see you tomorrow night anyway after the City game. I might see you tomorrow after the City game, depending if they win. If they win, I'll do a quick stream. If they lose, then you won't see me till Thursday. Okay? So yeah, look after yourselves, enjoy, and I'll see you hopefully soon. Hopefully your fan track Lux comes into the picture in the FPL tomorrow. I like it. Yeah, hopefully. Cheers, guys. All the best.